Okay, the phone rings or an email comes through. Maybe somebody stops you when you're out and about. That doesn't happen quite as much. But they ask you if you would take a survey. Have you been asked, right? Could you take this survey? Even like customer service, can you take this survey? When we're talking and continuing our conversation about sociological research, that's part of quantitative methods. Quantitative methods are one of the two ways that sociological research is done. And so this particular method is can be easily turned into numerical data. And a lot of times that actually means surveys that you've answered a question how many times on a scale from 1 to 10? Yeah, maybe usually on a scale from 1 to 5. I always live my life on a scale from 1 to 10. Like if I'm asking you, how does this outfit look on a scale from 1 to 10? What did you think of that from a scale from 1 to 10? How did that work for you on a scale from 1 to 10? I guess I'm known for asking that. It gives you perspective, right? 6.8 is real different than 8.7 or something. But that idea of collecting up data. So let's say with Santiago Canyon College, I'm going to do a survey on friendship. And how many people go to Santiago Canyon College? Like, I don't know. It's always like at a community college, it's always a lot more than we think it is because not everybody's on campus at the same time. Um, but it's still, I mean, it's a smaller college in our area. I'm still thinking it's like 15,000 people. Am I going to get 15,000 people to answer a survey? No, I am not. I mean, even to get 1,000 would be a big undertaking. But let's say I went for it, and for some reason I got lucky enough that I got 1,000 people, which is not 15,000, but it's 1,000. Well, here's the thing: the other part that you have to think about in relation to surveys. Let's say, and I should have looked this up before I was talking. Let's say that in my 1,000 people, um, 72% identify as female or feminine, and 22% as male or masculine, and other people have indicated their gender identity, transgender, non binary, declined to state, things along those lines. Well, if then you go to look at the population statistics of the school itself, of that 15,000 or so people, if it's not in line with what, like the people that I have asked, then my survey is problematic. So they would say it's not representative. I can't speak on behalf of the school with the research that the data that I brought in because I did not pull a representative sample. I did not get the same population demographic information as what the school is itself. So my data is skewed. So the reason I explain that, let's say a little bit of understanding of how sociological research works, but more so too, a lot of times if you did get a phone call or an email, or you have been asked, not necessarily with customer service follow-ups, but if you're kind of sometimes people have reached out specifically to you to take a survey, it's because they actually need somebody that fits your possibly age range or something along those lines. They're actually counting on you. And so when you go, oh, sorry, no, thank you, I don't have time, they need to find, in some cases, to make sure that they have a representative sample, somebody that has the same kind of demographic information or similar demographic information, so that they can speak with authority based upon the people that they asked and the research that they did. Otherwise, it's not really it's answering some questions, but it's not answers that you can say extend to a wider population. So the next time they ask you for a survey, you can be a sucker like me because from like after kind of learning about sociological research, I want to make sure that I help out. People are collecting data, they're getting answers.